Hello dear viewer! This will be a relaxing chill stream today, and maybe I will work on some blueprints and answer questions if you have any. But first of all, let me post on YouTube and advertise a stream. Leviathan, hi. Nothing at all. I'm trying to advertise my stream on YouTube because there are so many questions in the comment section in all of my videos, so I usually don't have time to answer all questions. So maybe people want to show up and talk about, I don't know, my Fulgora base or how the sushi belt works. And I will maybe work on a blueprint because I always wanted to design a laser-only spaceship. And this would come in handy also for my 10 times Science Coast playthrough. But what you see in the background is a calcite farming space platform. Okay. Let's post. I made this for my new playthrough so that I am independent from the Vulcanus calcite deliveries. It's quite a big space platform. And I think it's generating 100 calcite per minute, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, it's 112. Roundabout. Or I probably have to build 2 of these because my consumption, I think, is 150. But it's really nice in combination with the Visible Planets mod. And I want to also, let's work on the laser platform. Let's call it Laser Spaceship. Let's get a grid. Because I like to design spaceships in a symmetrical fashion. Oh, I already was an editor. Laser Spaceship. Let's get rid of these items. Oh, want the foundations for sure. But I don't need substations. Splitters. Problem with lasers is you need so much electricity, which means I have to build a large nuclear power plant. The first thing I need to find out is how many lasers do we need to safely travel between the inner planets. Now this is 24 lasers. Let's assume the next level play. Welcome to the stream. Okay, let's go to Vulcanus. I'm pretty sure I will take a lot of damage and lose the platform. But I want to find out if 24 lasers are sufficient to get there. Okay, where are the first asteroids? And this is... Oh, that's too much laser damage. Let's reduce it to laser damage level 6. That's very close. I don't think... Oh, I guess I'm... maybe 40% of the video is completed. But I wasn't in the mood today to work on it, so... Which is why I decided to stream a little bit. Wait a second, I lost a laser somewhere. Guess over here. Okay, let's see. I'm pretty sure I will take damage at some point. It's actually not bad. Thank you. See ya. Okay, let's try if this spaceship can also go to Gleba and Fulgora with this amount of lasers. Wow, that's actually surprising. Okay, now I take damage. Which means we need more lasers. Okay. This was 24. So what about... 12, 24. Let's make it 27. And, because I also reduced the range horizontally, that might be enough now. Okay, let's try. That's now 27 lasers. We are probably also way too fast. The next issue here, we are going 130. So what is if the ship is slow? Like this. And that's only damage level 6 without space science. Okay, let's go back to Nauvis and then build a reactor. Okay, we certainly need a hub, a cargo bay. Exo Green, hi. How are you doing? So let's get some cargo bays. And maybe also solar energy. We're getting some work done. Yeah, I had a stressful day at work as well, which is also why I wasn't in the mood to work on a YouTube video. Okay, the damage is already fine. So now I have to take care of energy production. I'm designing for level 6, which is the one without space science. Which is also exactly the level I have right now on my 10 times Science Coast playthrough. Okay, we certainly need asteroid collectors in the front. Because else... like this. What I also want is a lot of accumulators later on. And obviously nuclear power. Okay, we somehow have to...
The next level play.
The next level play. Troopen is a new follower. Hi, Troopen. Okay, the asteroids have to go towards the back of the spaceship. Wait, it's not aligned properly. Let's move this. And maybe I can also use undergrounds like this. Did you know that in Factorio Space Age you can build a laser spaceship for the inner planets? Okay, now we get asteroids. Let's put them in a chest for now. And some lamps for design purposes. Uh-oh. Why is my damage so low suddenly? That one asteroid came very close. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's... How much is it? 10 kilowatts. Let's make the space platform bigger. And then start on a reactor. I guess I have to make it even longer. Like this. It, of course, has to be symmetrical. Okay, but now I can't extend the belt, so let's add one more tile of space and use long inserters. I just realized that the ship has to be even longer. And we also have to place some lasers on the back. Protect against asteroids while stationary. I also would like to place a laser over here. Or maybe even two. Because with long inserters... Okay, now I can use the belt. Go around the reactor core. And like this. And let's get even more heat exchangers. Okay, before finishing the reactor, I have to find out how much electricity I need. So let's speed up the game and take a look. Okay, this peaks at 90 megawatts. $80 or $90. Wow, that was even a 110 megawatt spike. 110. So it seems like I need peak production of 110 megawatts. And the average is 40-ish. Because I also have to use fuel, so there will be a couple of chemical plants. Let's say 50. Okay, so 50 continuously on average and a spike. Wait, I lost something, but not on this chip. And 110 should be the spike that we have to support. Which means these exchangers already generate 80 megawatts. Which is above the average. But on the other hand, I have 2 reactors now. And if I insert 2 fuel cells, the energy has to go somewhere. So let's see how much heat we need to store. So I'm thinking about going for 12. Or at least 10 heat exchangers. Okay, the problem is I can't add turbines this way because then the ship would be wider. Then I also can't well, I could use an underground like this. Or maybe or like this. Makes sense to me. But then the ship has to be even longer. Okay, that's 12 heat exchangers. Which means I need around about 24 turbines. And right now we have 60. Okay, so basically like this. And if I use undergrounds. I can maybe use this space for more accumulators. But what if I increase width by one tile? Oops. Okay, is it 26? It's even 26. Two more than I initially wanted. At some point I have to use and add some solar panels in order to start up the reactor and also to reduce the consumption of nuclear power a little bit. Oh, and we need space for combinators. But we could also put them here. Or there. like this. And maybe it makes sense to store some steam. Let's see if we can survive without the electric energy interface now. Okay, we are at Fulgora. Do we even need the accumulators at this point? With this amount of nuclear energy? Because we have 120 megawatts, and I don't think we reached this peak. But on the other hand, I have to add some chemical plants to make fuel, so energy consumption will be higher, especially when using modules. So I guess having some accumulators makes sense. Okay, water. We certainly need tanks. So that I can read the amount of water we currently have. And then over here we need some kind of sushi belt loop. There's one issue. If I want to read the content of the belt. The content of the incoming belts is not included. Which is no problem because I could simply read these belts as well. But unfortunately, I also have to read the belt content for the collectors. And I hate to have a cable, very long cable. I would like to read the belt content here. So maybe... it makes sense. Change direction and make the entire belt one big loop. Like this. If I read the content right now, I get all items. Okay, I need space for a decider combinator and circuit logic over here. Let's limit the amount of asteroids to 50 each. Set filters. Okay. And now Okay, and here we need a lot of crushers. Okay, let's assume we are making fuel over here. Oh, I think the platform needs to be a little bit longer still. Let's say this is our ice oxide export crushing. Okay. We are producing 40 water per second. But our consumption of water is way more. So I either have to work with modules or add beacons. And additionally, I also need water for the fuel, so... Let's say we have... 4 of these. Oops, that's the wrong recipe. then assuming this will be the carbonic asteroid. Reprocessing. Oh, it's not reprocessing, it's crushing. And then here, metallic asteroid crushing. Oh, this has to go one tile higher. Okay, with 2 plants, no modules, we would produce, in theory, around 80 per second. But the amount of water is still kind of low, considering that I produce or consume I think I need more per minute. It's 80. I mean, I have enough energy, so in theory I could just use more speed modules or even productivity modules. With a reactor like that, energy isn't an issue. And now let's use reprocessing. Oh, there was a huge energy spike. But I don't see it on this graph. 108. What I also need is a pump. Because water for the nuclear reactor has to have priority. Having the steam tanks in the back is kind of annoying. But I think the amount of steam that I can store in the pipes isn't going to cut it without the tank. Okay. Maybe I can put the steam tank in the front of the ship. Like this. By the way, does anyone know what changed in the patch today? Because when I went online, I upgraded, I think, from minor version 28 to 30. kind of dislike that I only have one laser here. Could remove these pipes. Recycler stacking priority. Recycler stacking priority. Shimmering Polar Fox. Hi. Oh, I have to test that later on. Okay, I'm quite satisfied with the ship for now, but we need more thrusters now. That's 5. In theory, we can get 6. Okay, we are producing 75 fuel per second. So that's 50 per thruster. And our speed is 120 roundabout. That's very close. I think with this research, I'm maybe 10 kilometers per second too fast. Yeah, but I guess it makes sense to add thruster throttling. And I also have to add circuit logic to the reprocessing, because at some point I guess the belt will fill up with oxide asteroids. But let's start with throttling. It's fine. It's not perfect, but I'm satisfied. Okay. So let's do the math. Right now we are consuming 75, or let's say 80. So it's 1 in 15. But wait, I think this is now... Yeah, that should be fine. 1 in 15. Let's see if it works. Right now our speed is even lower. Which means we are accumulating fuel slowly. Okay, now it's 15. I think I made a mistake because this also... This is 0 sometimes. Okay, now we are too fast, slightly. Okay, I have to throttle down a little bit. Let's use infinity pipes to test this behavior. Okay, speed is close to 110. It's still slightly too fast for in my opinion. Oh, we need water. Oh, that's the wrong spot. Okay, I have to make sure in the schedule that I can't leave when there's not enough water in our system. Come on, let's do 18. Okay, now we are going 100 kilometers per second. So 90 for the first half of the trip and then 111. Oh, we are missing pipes for some reason. Okay. Okay, that's kind of annoying. I would like to read the water amount and use it in my schedule, but unfortunately the tanks are down here. And there's also the issue of oxide asteroids that are now accumulating. Because I don't have logic for the reprocessing. Okay, this is metallic asteroid reprocessing. So I also only want to enable it when this is greater than 40. And the others are too low. Let's say 20. Like this. And likewise on the other side. Set recipe. Okay. Let's make this 4,000. Okay. Let's see what happens if we... Do I have asteroid productivity right now? No. Because before I ran out of water. Let's also remove some asteroids. Still way more oxide asteroids than there should be. And by the way, what is the length of this belt? If that's 14 tiles. I mean, it's at least 100 belt tiles, which means I can easily fit 400 asteroids on this belt. So I guess it makes sense. Change this to at least 100. Oh, I see the mistake. Big mistake. The huge mistake. I'm producing water in these chemical plants. And because the pump is directed in this direction, I will simply run out of water. So this design doesn't work. Could turn this. But then I have no space for the lasers. Okay, let's assume I have one laser over here. Turn the chemical plants. And then the water goes to the storage tanks. Like this. There's only one downside. Now I only have space for one laser in the back. Which is annoying. Unless I move the pipes a little bit. Like this. Then I would have space for two. 3 if I want. No. Place near the lights. Place near the lights. You mean over here? I could place lasers over here, but I don't want to, because then they would shoot at asteroids I don't want these lasers to shoot at. This would increase the horizontal range of the lasers. And I don't want the horizontal range to be wider than at the front of the ship. So the only place where I'm allowed to play lasers is basically in this rectangle. So they have to be in the center. Otherwise I could, in theory, just remove the accumulators and put them over here. But then it's wider at the bottom. Okay. And in this case, I guess I can lower the amount of water. Oh, and I haven't even changed. And it gets even better now, because now I can use undergrounds and a pipe over here, and then I can remove this one, and then I have 2 lasers, and this is still connected with each other. Okay, that's amazing. Is there anything else I have to take care of? Oops. And what's also great, if for whatever reason later on I want to make the ship bigger and have more space, I could just cut this part over here. Wait, let me go to Nauvis. I could, in theory, just... Let's save before I make this blueprint. But I could, in theory, just cut this. And then make the ship longer if I want. Like this. Which means it's kind of tileable. And then add either more nuclear or what? I don't know, more hubs? Cargo base, I mean. And maybe even more. But that's overkill. So let's go back to the safe. Oh, I haven't set up the nuclear refueling. Good old cheek. Came here to say thanks for the belt stack recycler. Really helpful. You're welcome. But the chat told me that today's patch from minor version 28 to 30 changed something about the recycler stacking. But I haven't looked into it yet. So I'm not sure if this breaks the blueprint or maybe we don't even need the combinator stacking at this point. But anyway, I have to still work on the nuclear reactor refueling logic. Where do I want to put the combinators? I could put them here. Yeah, I'm going to test it very soon when I'm done with this blueprint. I'm really curious what they changed. Why put it over here? Okay, in any case, I want to read fuel and temperature. And then if temperature is below, let's say 1100 and there's no fuel. Then output. Okay. But what I also want to test is how fast can this ship go with more laser damage research. Let's assume we are waiting for 10 seconds on each planet. Should be reasonable, assuming that we wait for rockets to arrive. Because right now we are going with 100 kilometers per second, but it's very low laser damage. Okay, let's look at the amount of asteroids. And I also think I can add even more asteroid buffer, because there is quite a lot of space on the belt still. Yeah, let's make it 120. Well, on the other hand, I don't have ice asteroids right now, so maybe that's not a good idea. Because let's assume I'm sitting here in orbit for quite a while. Is that even possible? Or do I use more water compared to the amount of asteroids I'm collecting? Because if this ship has one weakness, it's that I'm only collecting asteroids in the front, which is fine when you are traveling, but not when parked. So maybe I have to add a collector in the back as well. Let's assume I have a collector over here somewhere. I mean, it's very slowly gaining asteroids. But it's not as much as I want. So let's assume I have one more collector. In this case, I just let this one consume any asteroid. But I still need the logic from the front of the chip. But I really don't want to copy this, to be honest. Okay, what's annoying is I can't add a belt here. Okay, let's assume these turbines are not there. Or use a long inserter. But it doesn't look good. I mean, is this even an issue? I'm not collecting many asteroids when I'm in orbit, that's for sure. But on the other hand, I'm also not losing asteroid. I think it should be fine. My FACTORIO spaceship also has only collectors in the front, so... And I just noticed... we have 12 heat exchangers, 24 turbines. I could, in theory, remove these, add more, and then even connect both sides. Like this. It's not necessary, but in theory would be possible. Okay. Speed is 100 kilometers per second. Now let's assume I have more laser weapon damage. Let's say level 8. How fast can we go? With this amount of damage. Let's try... Okay, we're now at 150. At least briefly, and the 130, 150. Okay, great. So just 2 upgrades, we can already go 150. Now we are at 170. Close to 170. But I think I will soon run out of fuel. So maybe I have to use chemical plants rare. Maybe for the water too. Screaming Pixie, hey Avadi, I've seen some of your videos on YouTube. They are quite good. Great to catch on Twitch. Hi, welcome to the stream. I'm currently designing a laser spaceship. But I'm already done, more or less. But I'm stress testing how fast it can go, depending on the research. Maybe it would be a good idea to use discharge defense for spaceships. Yeah, that would be funny. Why did I even use rare chemical plants? I could have just used speed modules. Okay, but in order to stress test... Let me get an infinity pipe. And see how fast I can go with just laser damage level 8. The speed is totally fine, seems like. So let's go even faster. That's 170. It's still fine with just level 8. Okay, it's not fine. Because I'm out of energy. Why? Why am I out of energy? Maybe I briefly lost power. And now... the refueling didn't work. For some reason the refueling did not work. What? That's weird. I guess I have to take a closer look at the refueling. Why doesn't it work? Let's see. Wait a second, and okay, I put in 50. My bad. These have to go. Maximum temperature. Okay, this will take a while. So in the meantime, let's test the speed again. Okay, so 170. It's totally fine with this level of research. It's just two upgrades. Let's try 190. still fine. But it's close. It's close. Okay, that's slightly too fast. So let's go back to 7. Okay, so 170 with two levels. And what if I... Oh, let's take a look at the refueling first. This should refuel when reaching 550 degrees. But it doesn't. Oh, because that's wrong. That was the bug. I have to output 1, not input count. Okay. Was it too late, the refueling? Wait a second, let's take a look at the energy consumption chart. Because this kind of looks suspicious here. Looked very suspicious. Let's check again. Okay, we are very close to 550 again. My suspicion is that the heat exchanger already drops below 550 before the refueling. No, it doesn't. Should be fine. Nope. And now the temperature is rising again, so that's not the problem. I guess it was just unlucky. Okay, let's assume we have this research as well. Laser weapons damage 10. And I guess let's go full throttle. And 60. Oh, that is very close. I think that's too fast. Kind of works, but it's close. Okay, let's take some notes. Ship can go full throttle at level level 10, which is 260. Oh, it can't. Let's go 11 then. That's 260 kilometers per second. And at level 6, we can go 100. And if I'm not mistaken, at level 8, still taking damage. But only occasionally. What if I simply add 3 more lasers? That would be 30 lasers. Nope. Too fast. Okay. Which means I have to research even more. That's now 12. What I also wanted to check is which temperature we reach when refueling. There's the refuel. And no. We won't reach 1000. Well, at least it's close. Nope. 940. What if I remove the lasers in the front again? Okay. Let's go back. And fix the inserter bug. And for temperature, let's use this value. And then we can make a blueprint. Okay, I need a cool name for this ship. Who has a great idea in chat for this, for the name of this ship? Any suggestions? Let's call it Laser Ship. Until I have something better. Oh, and I want to set up conditions. I usually like to wait at least 10 seconds. Because sometimes if you don't have enough storage cargo base on the planet's surface, for some reason the ship is just continuing without dropping all items. And do we need a condition? Be great to read the water level. I could, in theory, do this. And then say... Oh no, it's not cargo, it's circuit condition. Ah, it doesn't work because this isn't connected to the right. This would work. Okay, when we have more than 2,000, I guess. Psst. Then we are allowed to travel. Be absolutely great if it was possible to copy this condition. But I think you can't. Like this. And I also want to have an interrupt. Nuclear reload. When we are low on fuel cells, we will go to Nauvis. Okay. And my note was laser damage level 6, 100 kilometers per second. We reach 170. And we need level 12 for full throttle, or let's use the speed value. Okay. That's a nice ship, I guess. And how much fuel cells? How many fuel cells do we consume? 0.6 per minute. Oh, but that's because I inserted fuel cells by hand. Quite a lot of them. And let's make sure I don't have asteroid productivity. Nope. And right now I also don't have any quality items. And only level 1 efficiency modules. This seems like you can travel continuously without any issues whatsoever. Tanks are always full. Yeah, easy peasy. This will be my new inner planet transportation ship for the new playthrough with 10 times science cost. The next level play. Theta. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. We just designed a laser spaceship. And I'm really satisfied, to be honest. No quality items. No special modules. And this thing is going continuously without losing fuel or water. But I did want to take a look at the fuel cell consumption. Okay, now I consumed 2 fuel cells. And before, oh, that's 18 minutes apart, roundabout. So every 18 minutes I need 2 fuel cells, which means 1 fuel cell every 9 minutes. I think that's really good. And with just a couple damage upgrades, the ship can go way faster. Okay, nice. Can also upload it to Factorio bin. So if you want to build this ship yourself, export string, copy. Submit. Let's see if it works. The next level play. 3-wing pixie. Hi. Import string. Here we go. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Let's upload it to Factorio bin. So if you want to use this in your base, here it is. Okay, let's switch to my calcite station. And I will take a very short break, like 1 minute maximum. And then I have to decide what to do next. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. I know what I want to do. I want to see what's going on with the new recycler. Let's go to my latest save game. Use editor. And let me grab my own blueprint. Where is it? I should start using a global blueprint book or something like that. There it is. Factorio bin. Copy. Okay, now we want to test what they changed in today's patch. Oh, and I have to research belt stacking. Else it doesn't make any sense. Where is it? There. Okay, our blueprint is still fine. I don't see any difference when it comes to stacking. Maybe I should open the changelog to see what the patch was even about. Let's see, version history. Reordered results of scrap recycling to make the recyclers stack them on belts more efficiently. Okay. Bug report is the recycler in operation with scrap as ingredient. Constantly moving out items. Items don't stack correctly and you rarely see it stack items. But I still don't understand how they change it. I mean, the moment an item is generated, will be put on the belt. How would this even work? I don't understand. Let's read. Okay, so you have to maybe use... No, I don't understand, to be honest. Okay, let's assume the output is blocked in some way. Can I block it with the furnace? Okay, and let's assume we now output the stuff on the belt. But wasn't this the case already before? Okay, it stacks items when there's a lot in the recycler, but under normal circumstances, it doesn't happen, does it? Wait a second. Let's go to my Fulgora base. Let's see. Where is it? So what would happen if... What if I don't output into the chests, but instead output onto a belt? I mean, it's still not stacked correctly, so I don't understand what this update is all about. And the recycler isn't even recycling when it realizes that the belt is full. Okay, they reference a mod, better belt stacking. Okay, if I understand the patch notes correctly, they changed the order of the items. Because this order I see on the screen right now is different from before. So that changes the priority in some way and makes it a little bit more likely to have stacked items on a belt. But I don't see how this is beneficial. Doesn't improve the stacking at all. Or maybe I have to remove the quality modules. I still don't see much belt stacking going on here. Okay, whatever. Let's take another look at the changelog to see what changed as well. They changed met-generated lightning attractors to always produce full health items when mined. Okay, that's irrelevant. They improved graphics of recyclers. Does this look different from before? I don't notice the difference, to be honest. What do they mean in Factoriopedia or something? I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Okay. So I don't think I will continue the 10 times science multiplier map today. But I will probably maybe stream tomorrow, maybe Thursday, and then continue building the space. And I want to build a space station that farms calcite at some point, and I will build my laser spaceship that I designed during this stream. And then I will probably go to Gleba. And not only probably, very likely. To unlock the biolab. And I think I'm very close to having the required science packs for Tesla turrets. Where is it? Am I blind? It's 15,000. I already have 11. Which means I can, in theory, go to Gleba already having Tesla weapons. Which would be great. But on the other hand, I think in the early game, lasers are totally fine on Gleba. As long as you control the pollution. Oh, and I have to continue building this nuclear power plant. For sure. Because without nuclear power, I can't ramp up production, especially with beacons and modules. But what's really amazing about this run with the 10 times science cost multiplier is that I haven't unlocked a single planetary technology yet because the codes are so high. I basically only unlocked the technologies that you can unlock without science packs on Fulgora and Vulcanus. And by just using these technologies, you can make the base so efficient, it's insane actually, with foundries and the electromagnetic plant. And of course, the big mining drill. So even though I have 10 times science cost with a base as efficient as this one now, I think I will make a lot of nice progress in the next and following upcoming streams. Okay, that being said, I don't think there's more to do today. Tomorrow I will probably work on a new YouTube video. I think chances are 50-50 that I will stream again, but most likely I will work on a video. But then on Thursday, I'm pretty sure that I will continue streaming this base. So it's midnight now, and I will probably end the stream and go to bed. So thanks for watching. Thanks for following, and see you next time. Okay, bye.